So giving yourself a little bit of fun money is not an issue. Shaq just knew how to do things in moderation. That's what he knew, right? So Shaq goes to the Lakers, and Shaq literally said something that I thought was great. Even back then, I was in grad school at the time, but I knew a lot about finance. I was teaching college students finance when I was 22 years old. So I was like the LeBron James of like finance and economics, because what no other brothers doing it. I literally was younger than some of my students. Like I was like kind of like a boy genius a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, I probably was like a little bit of a boy genius. So I'm teaching finance and I'm watching my favorite players. I'm still a black man though, right? Always been a black man, been one since for as long as I can remember. And I'm watching Shaq. Shaq's my man. I'm watching him dunking over people, tearing down the rim, doing these amazing things. And I remember hearing something that I thought was so great. Shaq went to the Lakers. And it was a big deal when Shaq went to the Lakers. Anybody, I don't know if anybody else remembers that when Shaq went to the Lakers, he had this big Mercedes with this big Superman S on the front of the Mercedes, and I was like, oh man, that is so dope. I was a kid, I was young like him, same age actually. And here's the thing about that. Shaq said at that time, I remember I was really fascinated by this, intrigued by this. He said that when he was playing for the Lakers, he said, I was still living off the money I made from the Magic. I want you to sit and think about that for a minute. Please process that for a minute. He said, I was playing for the Lakers, but living off the money I made when I played at the Magic. How many players do you hear saying that sort of thing? The only other person I've heard really say something that was that extraordinary was Kawhi Leonard. I heard Kawhi Leonard lives like a really basic lifestyle. like I don't know, but I mean he's an NBA superstar. He's becoming the next Michael Jordan in the eyes of some, and he just lives this really basic lifestyle. I'm impressed by that. Andre Iguodala. I've heard about the fact that Andre actually loves investing and analysis or whatever more than he likes basketball or something like that. I could have sworn I heard something like that. So you're hearing these players saying these things that are so intelligent, and I'm so impressed by that. But you still have, the white man trying to push coonery on you, trying to get you to think that a black man is supposed to act like a damn fool. Like when I was watching the other day and I was talking about this, I ranted about this for a second, when I saw the Migos, 3 grown-ass black men on a Mountain Dew commercial, and these Negroes were on fucking big wheels. Like, think about this. A black man you're a father, you're a grown-ass man, and you're on a damn big wheel. A grown-ass man ain't got no damn business on a big wheel. A big wheel is for a child. But they want the black man to be a child. A black man is never seen as a man in America. The black man is always seen as a child. So that's why they got these damn Negroes looking like damn fools, speaking that gibber, like that dude, whatever the hell they say, whatever that shit is coming out of them, and they're riding big wheels, and you're a grown ass man riding a damn big wheel. Black man, how you think the world's gonna ever respect you when you walk around riding a damn big wheel? Get the hell out of here, man. That's the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. Ain't no real man gonna be. If Mountain Dew's like, hey, we think hey dude, we have a great idea for a concept for this ad, man. How about you and your homeboys ride up on big wheels and make bird tweeping noises, and that would be so cool. Like everyone would love that. I'd be like, well, how about you ride a damn big wheel, motherfucker? Seriously, how about you get on a big wheel and you humiliate yourself and embarrass your people looking like a damn monkey? Anyway, let me keep going. So the black man has to be a man, like act like a damn man. If you don't act like a man, then nobody's going to see you as a man. Seriously. If you don't act like a man, nobody, and building black businesses is part of manhood, because a black man will never be seen as a man if the black man must always beg the white man in order to feed his children. You get no respect when you always begging other men to take care of you. That ain't gonna work. That does not work. Anyway, so give me 1 second. No, thank you. That's the room service. I'm in a hotel, so y'all gotta forgive me. I just tell them to go away. So here's one last thing I heard. Hit the thumbs up button, please. By the way, if you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please do that. Also, you're watching drboycetv.com. Make sure you subscribe, drboycetv.com. If you like financial stuff, I actually do a lot of financial analysis on daily news and all that. You can actually join theblackfinancialchannel.com, theblackfinancialchannel.com. That's a great YouTube channel we have. Also, I do a masterclass every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. I teach investing. So if you'd like to join the masterclass, please feel free to visit drboycemasterclass.com. That's drboycemasterclass.com. Since you're in here in the podcast, you can actually get half off. Just use the code word PowerNomics. If you use the code word PowerNomics, you can get half off at drboycemasterclass.com. So feel free to go check that out. All right. So one last thing Jalen said that I thought was great. I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was really smart, I agree with him, is he mentioned that top players should subsidize the strike. One of the reasons that it's very easy for owners to negotiate with athletes and to win those negotiations is because owners have an easier time being unified. Remember, I was telling you guys, unity is the key to success. That's why black unity was always such a threat to national security. That's why slave masters put laws in place to avoid black people becoming unified. That's why J. Edgar Hoover said that his greatest fear, the greatest threat to national security, was the rise of a black messiah who could unify the masses. So unity is power. That's why animals understand this. That's why you tend to see geese and wolves and other animals operate in packs, because they know that when they are a group, they're stronger, right? So when you have a negotiation where you got owners against athletes, you've got one group against the other, right? It's like a battle, right? And the more coordinated a group is, and the more they can sort of, choose the right group-related strategy, the stronger they're going to be when they're fighting against the other group. If the group is scattered and kind of all over the place and everybody has their own agenda, right? So, in fact, another example is China. China is rising economically because the Chinese operate as a 1 billion person group. They're a gang with 1 billion members in it, and in this gang, they just go around the world doing what they want because ain't nobody gonna mess with them, because China has that level of coordination, and they teach that at an early age. Their children are taught this, that there's no greater service to the world for you as a human being than to do great service for China. Like, you will be measured by how much you're giving back to China. So we need to do that with black children. Like, there's no greater service that a black child can ever have in the world than to be great for the black community. That means you be a great husband, you be a great father, you be a great leader, you be a great teacher, you be a great educator, you be a great contributor, you be a great business owner, you be a great job creator, you be a great whatever, you be a great ally for the community. That's what makes you great. Nothing else matters. I don't really care if you're disconnected from the black community. You're over here serving white folks and they're giving you Grammys and Oscars and fried chicken noodles for dinner and butter biscuit awards. That don't add, you're not adding nothing to the black community, so you haven't done anything great. You're ordinary. You shot a powerful bullet at the wrong target. So who gives a shit? You poured 50,000 gallons of water out of the faucet, but you put it in somebody else's bucket, right? We needed somebody to dig holes. You dug a hole that was 1,000 feet in the ground, but you dug it for somebody else. So you did all these great things. You scored 50 touchdowns, but you scored them for the other team. You put the ball in the basket every time you got it, but you're scoring at the other end of the court. That don't add no points to Team Black people when you're scoring at the other end of the court. So for black folks, we got to understand that power isn't enough. It's power that's connected to targeting. It must be targeted. So we talk about the government doing targeted things to help black people. Well, black people need to do targeted things to help black people. Black people need to do targeted activities that are going to help us and not help everybody else. So one of the things that Jalen talked about is the unity amongst the players. A lot of times owners win these negotiations because the owners, there's like, in the NFL, it's like 27, 28 of them. So it's easy to unify 28 people. That's not hard. In the NBA, there's like 20 something, right? I don't know how many NFL and NBA teams are, but y'all know what I'm talking about. It's not hard to unify the owners. Dave, when the NBA owners were coordinated to talk about the strike back in the 90s, back when Kevin Garnett got this massive contract and all the owners did a lockout, David Stern, the commissioner of the NBA at that time, told the owners, you must be unified and unanimous on every vote. You must be, in order to maintain your power. If you are not unified and unanimous, then you will lose. You have a shot at losing. And that's what he did. Every vote, it'd be like, the owners voted 28-1 to proceed with this blah, blah, blah. Today, the owners had a vote, and they unanimously decided that blah, 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 blah. Every announcement was like, the owners all got together, and every single fucking one of them decided that they want to do the same thing. Why? Well, because Stern held it together. He was like the black messiah holding together the masses, so to speak. He wasn't black, but he was the guy that had the power to create unity, right? That's why J. Edgar Hoover had the fear of a black messiah who could unify the masses, because when you have that one alpha character that can unify everyone, that person and that movement becomes incredibly dangerous. So for the athletes, the athletes would get beat in the negotiations because the athletes didn't have that unity. The athletes had all this like, well, I need a contract now because I got to make payments on my Benz, or I got 4 babies mamas and they want their child support, so I need y'all to go ahead and make a deal now. But then you have the rich athletes who are like, well, I'm good, I got plenty of money, I can wait it out, or they're like, well, I don't really care about this part of the deal because I got a max contract for $150 million, but then the guy next to you got a contract making making literally 1/50th of what you're making, and he's saying, well, I actually need the money, so we gotta do things a little bit different, right? So you had all these diverse interests. You had what you might call heterogeneity, if you will. Heterogeneity is when things are just different. When homogeneity is when everybody's on the same page. That's China. China's a homogeneous country. NBA athletes, NFL athletes are very heterogeneous. They're all over the place because you got everybody from the superstars that got the $100 million contracts to the rookies that are barely on the roster because they got picked in the 7th round, right? Or maybe they didn't even get picked at all. They got picked up after they tried out for the team. So getting all those people on the same page is going to be difficult, but Jalen threw in an idea that I thought was excellent idea. He said that he believes that the wealthiest players should make the sacrifice by contributing to a fund so that they can help pay the living expenses of the players that are on the bottom of the economic spectrum. I thought that was a great idea. Is it going to happen? I don't know, but I think I think that a great athlete, a great leader, somebody who's respected in the league, or if maybe a coalition of 10 of them got together and put pressure on the other high net worth athletes to do this, I think that could actually work. And why is that important? Well, as Richard Sherman mentioned, Richard Sherman, smart guy, went to Stanford. Richard Sherman, who played for the Seahawks, Richard Sherman said, the way the NBA, in NFL, NBA and Major League Baseball got what they deserved was by striking. Assistant college football coaches used to get screwed financially. They got what they deserved by striking. Right? So a lot of times you got to strike, take away your labor, just say, I'm not playing until you pay me, right? If you ain't paying, I ain't playing, right? But then, you also need legal action, right? You need lawsuits filed. So I think lawsuits need to be filed, especially in the NCAA level, massive lawsuits, antitrust violations. I'm sure there are lawsuits in place right now, but I think there should be more. And also, I think the players need to just say, I'm walking off the court. Why? Well, because black man, you have power. You have all the power. You got all the cards. Can't nobody play basketball or football like the black man. Nobody. Ain't nobody. Show me one white guy in history, one white guy in the history of all sports who could do what Zion Williamson does on the court. Point one white guy. Give me just one. You got 60 years. You go back 60 years. Give me one white boy who can match Zion Williamson. Now, by the way, Zion Williamson ain't the best we got. We've had better in the black community. We've produced, about 50 guys, 100 guys that could be arguably considered better than Zion Williamson. I mean, we still got Kobe. We still got LeBron. We still got Shaq. We go back. We got Oscar Robinson. We got Wilt Chamberlain. We got all kinds. Football. We got Jim Brown, who used to run down entire teams, like run over 14 people on his way to the end zone. We even had Coonan-ass O.J. Simpson, who was an extraordinary running back, by the way. We got supermen to spare. Like the black man, we so with it, we so powerful that literally our scrubs can dominate the greatest athletes that you can produce. So I just need you to give me one guy who's white who can match Zion Williamson. Not now, not this year. In the last 60 years. There ain't none. There ain't none. Go to the NFL or NBA. Is there a white Zion Williamson in the NBA? Has there ever in the history of long history, man? We've been playing basketball for a long time. Has there been one white guy who could do what Zion Williamson does? Nope, not one. And that's just Zion. I ain't talked about the guys who actually won championships. I didn't even mention Michael Jordan. My God. Oh, I forgot. We got Supermen. We got superheroes to spare. So I forgot about Michael Jordan. Yeah, I didn't think about. I forgot. Oh well, I forgot about Patrick Ewing and Charles Barkley. I mean, you can just keep going. You can't find a white guy that can do what even average black superstars are able to do. So the black man, you've got all the power in this. You hold all the cards. All the resources are in your community. Black mothers are producing, when they give birth to these extraordinary super babies, you're the launching pad for all these amazing human beings that are coming out later. And I don't even know if the term launching pad sounds bad. It's not meant in that way at all. It's meant to say that there's nothing more powerful than the womb of a black woman. There's nothing more precious and powerful and amazing, because you're literally producing, platinum out of your vagina. Like you're literally growing something that is a multi-trillion-dollar commodity right out of your bodies. Like, God bless the black woman, most precious and amazing, extraordinary creature on the planet. And we know what the black men are contributing. So what I'm just trying to say is that you have gold right there in the hood. You got diamonds right there in the hood. You have platinum right there in the hood. You have trillions right there in the hood, and you're producing it, which is almost like printing money. So you hold all the cards. You just need to have the courage to use them. That's it. You just got to grow the testicles to put your cards on the table and say, dominoes, motherfucker. Like, seriously. Like, you need to have the guts to stand up and just say, like, we know how powerful we are, and we're not going to let you take that away from us. Period. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents. Good luck to the guys in the strike. If anybody in the NFL or NBA, I don't make a lot of friends. I don't reach out to a lot of people, but if somebody from the league needs my consultation or wants me to help, I'll be glad to tell you what I know and support in any way that I can. I met with an NBA player yesterday, Etan Thomas. I really like this guy a lot. It was about a business venture that he had, and I told him I want to support it. But I just want to see these guys win. I want to see our community win. And part of winning means having a good strategy and also having courage. That's just what it is. All right, so I'm about to go, guys. Hit the thumbs up button. Please hit the thumbs up button. Also, when can a new league happen? Starting a new league? Well, Ice Cube has the big three. I think that's a great start. And then there's other leagues out here. We just got to support them. So if you hear about it, if I heard about one in Arizona, but a guy I met in Arizona. If he hits me up again, maybe I'll bring him on or something. We could talk about that. But every business can be extremely successful if people support it. So that's why supporting black businesses is really important. As you guys know, in the Black Business School, we believe in the black core of 3, which is that black people should educate our own children, create our own jobs, and support black businesses. If we do those 3 things, then that would be a multi-trillion-dollar wealth transfer in the hands of black people. Our community's economic problems would literally vanish overnight if we just spent maybe half the money with ourselves that we spend with white people. If we did that, then we wouldn't have to ask anybody for jobs. We'd have everything that we need. We'd have all the reparations that we deserve. So anyway, I'm going to go sign up at blackenough.com. That's our social media platform. So if you are black enough, join Black Enough and hang out with us and be a part of the tribe. It's open enrollment now, but we're going to shut that down soon. I already talked to the tech guys about making it invitation only, because I don't want anybody and everybody up in there, because I don't need no snakes and spies and COINTELPRO Negroes up in there. We just black people in there trying to talk about what matters in our community without worrying about being banned by Facebook. So feel free to join us at blackenough.com. Also hit the thumbs up button, share button, subscribe button. Please share this video. Also, if you want your kids to learn financial literacy, we have financial workbooks and financial flashcards we created for black children. You can go to financialworkbooks.com to take a look, or financialflashcards.com. Or if you want to check out my new book, Black American Money, you can actually go to blackamericanmoney.com. That's blackamericanmoney.com. I'm out of here, guys. Have a good day. It was real. Stay black. Stay woke.